We only get second position. I don't know if you guys knew that. Only second, but Mimic Quarters is interesting. Ooh, still suit manufacturer. Scientific breakthrough. Pretty good stuff, actually. Okay. Well, we have two Solari gaining heroes sitting behind us. Nobles, leaders, whatever you want to call them. There's a Mimic Quarters. Why not pick Baron? Especially because we'll have an advantage towards the Fremen Alliance. I think Baron is the play here. I don't play him a lot, but I think this is a clear-cut case. So Fremen, 100%. And Spacing Guild because of the shipping track. Unfortunately, that's the thing everyone was going to do anyway, but whatever. Ooh, this is a combat we want to hardy on. Boy, do we want to hardy on this combat. She hardy on my combat till I Baron. Something like that. So Helena goes smuggling. Oh, there is still suit manufacturer. Bummer. Bummer. Okay. Do we go fold space instead? And save hardy for next round. I just like this combat a lot, is the thing. The Solari is really handy. If we get tech negotiation, we can dagger there and get the Mimic Quarters next round. Our problem here is that we don't have a lot of persuasion. That's really our only problem at the moment. I wouldn't mind screwing around with a chair dog. Ilbon to fold space. Oh, she early reveals. Why? I guess she's gonna get the dissecting kit with it. Just shout out Mapes. Okay, shout out to Mapes, dude. So we can go to City. Probably shouldn't. I think tech negotiation is just the clear choice here. You know, it pretty much guarantees us the Mimic Quarters. Although we might be better off playing Fold Space next round than Mimic Quarters. Because it actually blocks Guild, whereas tech negotiation does not. For persuasion, what are we buying? Probably voice plus dissecting kit. Sounds like a good opener. Let's pass on the chair dog for now. I don't love passing the Sayadina over, but it's just what happened. Wonder if I'm going to get destroyed by Steel Suit Manufacturer again. Currently, I'm the one that's leading the Fremen Alliance by a lot, so it may not be as powerful when the person doesn't just rocket up the Alliance. This kind is dangerous. Oh, we don't even need to go to Guild. What am I talking about? Yeah, we just have that. Okay, so we want to be in the combat again. The thing is, nobody's contesting Interstellar. We could go Diplomacy of Still Suits. We could go... Let's just open this. I know it's not like... We go up and down. Get to 7. Let's use the ring first and see what happens. Breakthrough. Okay. Let's go ahead and pop it. That's scientific breakthrough for us. We could lose swordmaster if we don't. We probably lose swordmaster if we do. So let's just go up. We ought to get swordmaster next turn unless Ilbon has like a conspire path. Well, who knows with this guild bank raid, man? He probably beats us to it off of the guild bank raid. Let's go. Let's not play diplomacy and get the mimic quarters instead. That way we have Liet Kynes. I think that's the best thing to be doing. We don't get Interstellar next round. Ugh. This is potentially ugly. Maybe I should have gone full space after all. Quick swordmasters this game. Hunter's got one round 2 with 3 to spare. And Helena's probably going to get one next round. So even if I get my swordmaster behind everybody else, it's still going to be pretty decent. Kynes is like the correct play, but I kind of want to use my atomics token to get like Gurney or something. I don't know. It's probably better to save it. It's definitely better to save it. With the mimic quarters, we can't really turn down a faction bump, can we? Yeah, we buy Kynes. Kynes, scientific breakthrough. Only downside of this card is it doesn't reveal for a specimen, so we do kind of need to get our swordmaster and start playing it to really get the value. I would have gotten replacement eyes had I blown the row up. Which, while probably a downgrade, would have been more fun for me. But hey, it's still around for next round, potentially. Opulence. Maybe we go Opulence, no Swordmaster. Well, we'd have to draw pretty well to make that happen. 2 people at 8. Hopefully Helena infiltrates and then I get my Swordmaster round 4. We're at 8 Persuasion. Because the Kynes. And those Death Commandos are pretty good too. Those are 3 Persuasion cards with Kynes that trash non-Fremen cards. A lot to think about. Obviously, well, I was gonna say obviously Ilbon's gonna go Swordmaster, but maybe he goes Interstellar instead and just says, "Hey, I'm getting Swordmaster next round." Damn it, that's not good. Jake smuggling. Wow. Okay. Well, not the best outcome for us, certainly. We can buy an intrigue. Buy 2 intrigues at Carthag. Just play our experimentation while we still can. It's interesting that Helena didn't take Swordmaster from him. I mean, it's good for me because it means they're both going to get swordmaster this round, and I'll get mine next round. Still, last is not good, but it means that I do end up getting it on a reasonable time frame. I think we go Signet Ring to a city and get Opulence. Although if we play Signet Ring, we're kind of putting ourselves in an awkward position, potentially. There's enough people that are going to cash out for... Well, but are they going to cash out for Solari? Because they all have their Swordmasters. We might have to just not use our ring here. Let's go to Carthage, and depending on what we draw, we probably don't use the ring. This is the fastest I've ever seen everyone get their Swordmasters, honestly. We could go to Siege Tabor. That's also valid. The water is good. Nobody has 2, so I could set up to try to take this Great Flat later. It's also good since we have the scientific breakthrough. We just can't really put ourselves in a position where we can't get Swordmaster, I think. So I don't think we buy the card. The question is, do we deploy troops or not? And I think with everyone having an action, I don't think we do. I think we just take the water and go. So Opulence is probably better than Replacement Eyes. But I love Replacement Eyes more. We get Swordmaster, or not Swordmaster, we get Interstellar Shipping back again in round 5. So that's decent. So, what do we want to do? Replacement Eyes. It's pretty slick, but again, we just don't have enough agents. I think we have to go Opulence. We could go Double Death Commando too, is good with Kinds. And they trigger each other. Let's do Double Death Commando. That's kind of unconventional, but I want to try it. Oh, I should have blown the row up. Because it's too good to let the other guys have. Also, we're shuffling them together, right? So, like, you know, we're going to have some of these cards, so when we reshuffle, the Death Commandos are together with the Fremen Bond, and then Kinds has Fremen Bond. Let's try it out. Elena blows the row up. All those beautiful, beautiful cards gone in an instant. Smashed into dust. Just goes with the liaison. Makes sense, I've got kinds. We've got the yellow, and we've got the green. But there is a chance that we don't get smuggling, like, genuinely. Like, Helena and Letta, or Ilbon could just take it from us. If they do want to step on us, they could do that. So, okay, so Interstellar's already gone. But we don't need Interstellar, we need smuggling. He takes Solari, which is interesting. That means that now... Well, it's what Solari we can use for a ring later, I guess. Solari we could have used for a ring last round. We have the Mimic Orders. Guild will give us 3 Solari. It's a backup, basically. Oh my god, she does take it. Brutal. Let's hit Mentat. We need to play the Dissecting Kit, the Scientific Breakthrough, and the Diplomacy. This is brutal for us, though. We have really been blocked a lot this game. It's fine. Overall we're doing well. Get rid of the dagger. We have a Dissecting Kit and a Scientific Breakthrough, so I'm not super worried about it. And we also have a dagger in our next hand, and they can't... I don't think they can stop us from getting Swordmaster next round. Round 5 is pretty late. But... better than never. Second position, it's like either you get... The first player lets you have Swordmaster, or they don't, and then you don't get Swordmaster, like, ever. It's kind of interesting how that balance works. Ooh, okay. Oh, Research Station, really? I would have gone Great Flat for sure. So he also blocks me on Wealth. This guy is... kind of crazy like that. So what do we do? Like, Scientific Breakthrough, Haga Basin, Conspire. Expensive, but because if we smuggle next round, we end up short. I think we have to do that, yeah. We have to do this. Do we trash a card? Or take the Intrigue? This is probably an overall faster path, but this has a faction bump on it. Take the Intrigue. Harvest Cells says we can deploy true troops here. If Helena goes Conspire just to block me, I'm going to be amazed. I actually probably shouldn't have deployed there. Like, you can get this while you win a combat. You don't have to sacrifice the troops. It's not a... it's not one of those types of cards. We have to be careful. There's only one green in this hand, in this discard pile here, so we should still have the green from the dagger next round, but yeah. Oh, we can go full space. We don't have to conspire. I screwed that up. Full space gives us the 3 Solari. It's way better. It also gives us a fold space, which is pretty good. Yeah. 3 persuasion, probably pick up liaison. I guess the argument for conspire is it takes us closer to mimic orders, but 3 Solari and an alliance point is something I'm more happy with in general. We're at least going to get third out of this. Which is an intrigue, basically. So not horrible. Also, harvest cells we can use. Depending on where Helena's at with her specimens, we may be able to get the 2 spice from the track here. CGA. Very strong. Well, that's the other problem, I guess, with getting shipping in second position is sometimes you can get kind of screwed on that, on the order. Ooh, delegate. Okay. That's a little concerning. Although none of my opponents in particular are scaring me right now. Ilbon maybe the most of them, but... because he's going to get this Great Flat, probably. Technically, Hunter will have a chance to get it before him. We probably should have saved the harvest cells for later, but the advantage of doing it now is that it gives us an edge on the 2 spice. Do you have your own harvest cells, Helena? No, she's just choosing her faction. Puppet, that's actually really good. Because we're going to finish the research track this game. Buy Chimerki, buy training drones. Like Chimerki a little better. As long as we have even one card that we can spend, it's fine. We do not. Suppose we have the puppet. Wait, I didn't play Harvest Cells. Oh, no. You have to lose 3 troops to it. Okay, well, if we get stolen from, we get stolen from. There's nothing to do about it. Well, that was a big screw up. This is so weird because it's 2 specimens, but it requires 3 troops to have been lost. Because I just need to read it carefully. Oh, okay. We play diplomacy or fold space. Probably diplomacy. We want to save the fold space for later. Look at me, Mom. I've got a swordmaster. Probably should have gone High Council given that we have the puppet. And the secret forces. Oh well. If you want to get a Mimic Quarters point, you kind of have to have a swordmaster. If it makes it back to us, we go secrets just to prevent ourselves from getting stolen from. And also the fact that we need to kind of go up on that track. Unfortunately, he has the calculated hire, which is going to direct Mintat or direct Ilbon to other directions. Like maybe secrets. Although admittedly our cards aren't that good. We make it out alive with that, so we go secrets for sure here. Selective sounds good, but we don't have we don't want to draw into our deck. So yeah, it's secrets. Helena did get the still suit manufacturer to go off. Grand Conspiracy. I think this is a dud. I think it's just a dud. Yeah, maybe it's 1 point. I don't know. We go first next round, so it gives us a little bit of a chance to use these intrigue cards, but again, we're not going to be able to. We're going to get stolen from next round, almost certainly. Mimic Quarters, we need 1 on Fremen, 2 on BG, and 1 on Emperor. 6 cards from Helena, but she does not have the SMF, surprisingly. Yep, I couldn't get it. I didn't use the harvest cells. They're starting to catch up now. Elena arguably has a stronger thing going than I do, and so does Ilbon. But we have the power to draw a lot of intrigues, so who knows what'll happen. Flagship for Hundro, and he's got the Solara to use it. Boy, we've been not great at combats. We need a lot more Solari, unfortunately. Grand Conspiracy requires an early Swordmaster and a lot of Solari. I just don't think it's happening. If there's snoopers, then we'd be very interested in it. 4 technologies on Hundro. Yikes. Not have a lot we can do with this hand. We have to go Interstellar, so let's open with Experimentation. Good Lord, Hunter has a lot of troops. He has a lot of troops. Have we played an intrigue card yet this game? Breakthrough. We've played one. Yeah. If Ilbun doesn't Mentat, we will. With the breakthrough. We can get a faction bump off of that. Or we could voice and then block Mentat. That would work too. Alright, well, so much for that. Okay, so we take this faction bump. We take it with BG, probably. We gotta put these 3 in if we want to get the stupid harvest cells to go off. Yeah, Hunter's gonna cream us in the combat, but that's what the Vicious Talents is for. It's an ambush. It's not nothing. We didn't draw either the Fatakin Death Commando or the Liaison with Kinds. We get the other Death Commando with Kinds next round, I suppose. If we go liaison, tech negotiation, buy mimic film, we don't have enough for a spice most flow. Okay. Hunter's at 4 intrigues. Okay, never mind. Decreases my odds of getting stolen from, but I still think it's bound to happen this round. When you play without a swordmaster, it's just a little bit more stressful. That's how I would describe it. Problem is, if I have voice secrets, I'm kind of drawing attention to it. The only space I can go to with voice is Siege Tabor, so if Helena takes it, it's out of play for me. Hundro, yeah, good. I was going to say, Hundro doesn't have many spaces he can actually deploy to, so we might still be fine. He actually can't add the negotiator. He's troop locked. That's kind of funny. Now Ilbon could still go to secrets. There's nothing we can do about that. He just plays diplomacy though, right? So he might not have the access. Did he buy BG access? I don't think he did. He did with Sayadina. I could buy the Worm Riders. They're perfectly serviceable. They're just not very good. Let's blow up the row. Gurney will do. Is Bene Twilight's research better? Does give me a research. Nah, Gurney's better for sure. Do we get rid of the puppet just so that we can buy the peddler? We're probably using 2 cards already, so I don't think so. Interesting reveal from Ilbon. He's at 8 points. Hard to fault him for it. The problem is Hunter's got 3 intrigues, so he could very well still beat us in this combat, even with the vicious talents. He's got wind traps, so we have to try to beat him, I think. Because, like, we're not going to win the next combat, so we might as well try to win the one we can try to win, especially with a blocked up hand. The problem with this is the ceiling on Grand Conspiracy is 1 point for us. There's no way we're getting 2 Dreadnoughts. Save your combat cards for round 7, Hundro. You'll need them then. Yeah, okay. That's a bummer. Wow, Helena is just double gruesome sacrificing. So many bad intrigues, man. At least we have Research Station. But so does Helena, and she might beat us to it. So does Hundro, because... Oh my gosh. Don't buy a card here. Good thing we got rid of all our intrigues, but the remaining ones aren't very good. If we can get a High Council seat, it could be worth a lot. My concern is the game ends this round. I guess it's Grand Vision, so it probably won't. But we could lose our alliance to Grand Vision. So the spaces we want are Interstellar and Research Station. Ilbon takes Interstellar, and then I suppose Helena's going to take a Research Station. We could still get smuggling. It would basically be fine. Hell, it gives us more Solari. It might be better. Probably not, but... Yeah, she does. Even though she can infiltrate the stupid thing. Man, that sucks. That really sucks. We gotta try to slow down Ilbon, so... The problem is, the only card that'll go to freaking Mentat is our Signet Ring, which we can't use if we do that. So let's do experimentation to smuggling. Get our trash. Where are we bumping to? Probably BG. Since it's an alliance that's hypothetically in play. Okay. We're far enough along on the research track that the detecting kit gives us a scarab on reveal, so that's nice. Game probably goes to round 8, whether we like it or not. So it's not... I don't know if I'm going to win this one or not, but it feels pretty bad right now. I think we're on track for a loss. And yeah, Ilbon takes Mentat. I guess we could have sacrificed our ring to make that happen. I don't know if that would have been worth it or not. Even with Kynes, we're not on track to get Swordmaster. We might have to play the puppet just to... But it's a point. Why would we do that? Let's go High Council. We need it eventually. Demand respect. Well, Good card, but this is not the game for it. We're not winning any combats this game, I don't think. We're 2 bumps away from the Mimic Orders. We don't buy a Spice Slow anyway. We might as well use Kinds. If we take her to Hardy Warriors, we can put in 4 troops, but we don't have any combat cards. But we can use the Secret Forces actually. No one really wants this combat, so depending on what they do, that actually might be the best play for me. We can also reveal the Death Commander for daggers, and then we could demand respect. So there's actually a lot we could do with this. Yeah, I think that's actually the play. Hundro does not have any other combat stuff, really. He's got the flagship, but it's not going to work. Ilvan's going to 10 this round. Trashes Sayadina. Interesting. Again, I think we lose, but demand respect is kind of a tantalizing possibility. The alternative is Death Commando to Arakeen, or Death Commando to Great Flat. Death Commando to Great Flat basically enables Highliner next round, under the assumption that we draw either Diplomacy or Fold Space next round. The benefit of playing Kinds is that we get our Fremen bump, and then we only need an Emperor bump, which we can get with the Demand Respect and the Grand Vision. So I think we go for it. We play the Secret Forces. We play Kinds. Then we have 3 more daggers in hand. Yikes. He's got artillery. I forgot about that. But if he doesn't have combat cards, we still beat him. And if he had a combat card that didn't require him to spend... Like, if he had a regular combat card, he would have used it last round, right? Why spend 2 spice to win a combat when you can not spend spice to win a combat? We could also steal the BG Alliance from... So basically we're going to demand respect up BG, and we're probably going to Grand Vision up Emperor. I think. We could also go up 4 bumps on a faction, so we could steal, like... We could just full steal Emperor. Just don't think it makes a ton of sense. There's his Spice Mistful, he gets to 10. But he doesn't have Chom shares. So he's 1 point short. That's not going to save you, buddy. That was a clever play, though. Illicit dealings. That's funny. Yeah, that was a clever play. Do we take... I think we take the troops here. The research is interesting. We probably don't need it. Let's get the Smuggler Stopper instead. Whew, no combat card, thank God. Stage incident's excellent. We just do the don't spend spice version. Can get stolen from here. And he may feel that because we just took his alliance that that's what he wants to do. Although it doesn't really make a lot of sense for him. The illicit dealings doesn't do anything. The station incident does a lot. Currently we're pretty dang close to the point from conspiracy. We're revealing another scarab from the dissecting kit. Problem is, it's a point for Helena if she goes to secrets, but she doesn't do it. So I guess we're okay. Get that out of our hand. We need to play Scientific Breakthrough. 3 people have Highliner option, so I don't think we want to go to Great Flat. I think... Smuggler's Thopter is good, but we don't have anything to do with it. So let's just do this. So research number 1 is a scarab, which is an intrigue. Okay. Research number 2 is a card draw. Card draw. Card draw. Point. Deploy 2 units. Okay, so this is a point right now. But this is a point too, and this is a point. So, like, we really can't afford to lose an intrigue card right now. Do we play this thing? Let's do it. If I lose by 1 point, then I'll feel pretty bad. But I can't lose my cards to secrets right now. Because we're not going to win the combat, probably. Even with Gurney, we're probably not winning the combat. But, yeah. That might be a mistake. I don't know. Strong Arm is not what I want to see here. It's actually a net negative. Like, I wish I had not drawn that card. And I don't mean that card specifically. I mean any card. Like, I would have preferred not to draw an intrigue, if possible. So our goal is to play Gurney to a city. Guarantees stage incident. Reveal the dissecting kit. That's another point. Spiceless Flow, that's a point. Wealth. That is a point for Mimic Orders. We're making a comeback. Spiceless Flow is also a point for Grand Conspiracy. It's a risk-averse play playing that puppet. But it's basically me betting that I think we've got what we need. I should have bought the Researcher because this didn't do more in hand than the Thopter, although it wouldn't probably make a difference. Kind's never got us a Spice Must Flow. Dissecting Kit is so good. This thing is like going to consistently get you to the end of this track is the thing. He blocks Wealth? Oh my gosh, okay. Oh, that's really bad. So we can still go get what we need, but we'd have to get Spice, and we don't have any water anymore, so we're not going to get the Mimic Orders point now. Damn, that's crazy. Okay. Next action is what? Like Mentat, probably? Like Dissecting Kit to Mentat? No, we can't play Dissecting Kit. Fold Space to Mentat, I guess. I mean, we can't... Yeah, I think that's what it is. But why? What's the benefit of Mentat? If we drew Death Commando Kinds, we get a second SMF, but that's never happening. I think maybe it's just to slow down Ilbon. But if both the cities get taken in the meantime, then we kind of get screwed. We need a city, so we have to do that first. Well, that might cost us the game. I want to go Carthag. I really do. But if I do, I could lose my thing again. The straw's 2. It's not that bad. Let's just do this. It's a safer play, I think. But if I lose both the cities, I'm really in trouble. Is there a way for me to get troops in from these? No. There's not. I guess we can play it safe and go to Arakeen. I hate it, but it's the play, I think. It does draw us 2 cards. It makes double SMF more likely. You know, what are the odds that we win the combat outright? We have the Death Commando for 3 daggers. Surely Helena's going Highliner. If we play Smuggler's Thopter to Imperial Basin, we draw 2. If we draw Kinds, that could be a big deal. 3 people going to Research Station is kind of interesting. It's Holtzman or Troop Transports? Probably Troop Transports, at which point we give up on the combat. Unless we draw a second Death Commando, which is probably not happening. We're just going to lose to Hundro. Right now it looks like he's going to 12. No in-game points on these, but 12, I mean... 10, 11, 12. More spice than us. Looks like Hunter's going to win the game. That wealth cost me. It really did. I don't see another way to get the Emperor bump either. The strong arm just doesn't do anything, right? I mean, we can't steal any alliance. Not even Fremen, right? Fold space to still suits, strong arm. Okay, cool. We don't have it. Maybe if like directorship showed up, that would be the perfect scenario for us. I think we just at this point fold space to Carthag, right? Just try to find more answers. Let's say we did draw Liaison plus... let's say we did draw Kinds. Kinds plus, I don't know, 1 Persuasion card. Kinds would add 4 Persuasion, 6 Persuasion. Yeah, it probably does get us a Spice Mist Flow. So what draws us the most cards? Thopter technically draws us more than the Fold Space does. The Fold Space doesn't have Persuasion. No, we still have that point from the Scarab check. I think we still beat Hundra unless he has an SMF. No one's going to Secrets. Why not go here? If we get plans within plans, we probably win. Not the card I was looking for. On both ends, unfortunately. Okay. It's a water. I guess I don't think that does anything, but there you go. And we are going to qualify in the combat, so that's also something. Yeah. Funny, if we had another agent, we could probably steal the Fremen Alliance from Helena with Strong Arm. But we don't. I don't like this card at all. I think this card sucks. City, city, city. We could have gone Mentat. No, we couldn't have. Hundro. Or, yeah, we could have. We could have gone Mentat. The cities weren't getting taken. But then, you know, if we go Sleeper Must Awaken, does that cost us the game? The thing is, it puts him below us on Spice, so I don't think it does. What did he buy? Detonation devices. Yeah, it does cost us the game, because he's going to get another point from Deado. I don't think he has SMF. He has no High Council seat. This is going to depend a lot on intrigue cards, too, because who knows what Helena has. Does she qualify for Corner of the Market? No, she doesn't. She qualifies for 1 point from it. $10, $11, $12, $13. No reason to buy things at this point. Don't give them any ideas. We have more spice than Hundro. Unless he reveals like an SMF or something. 13, but yeah, but Hundro goes to 14 when he wins the combat. So he does beat us. Unless we can draw a good... Unless we can draw a good intrigue card, basically. Deado plus Sleeper Must Awaken was pretty brutal. Maybe I should have stolen Emperor from him instead. It's really hard to say. I should have, because then I would have Mimic Quarters. Vicious Talents, okay. Keep going, Helena. Keep going, Helena. Let's go, girl. You don't have a combat card. Hell yes. We do win. Helena, my honey baby. So we're gonna. So all three of us are gonna receive intrigues. So, you know, these intrigues could determine the game. Guild authorization doesn't matter. One more point for the road, and we got it. 2-point margin. Let's go. Would have been a 3-point margin if Wealth didn't get blocked, but that's okay. Man, when you don't have a swordmaster, you maybe you're winning, but it's very stressful. You might be winning, but it's very stressful. So we demand respect plus Grand Visioned this BG Alliance. We got the Guild Alliance, 4 Influence Tracks, an SMF, 2, both of the Scarab points, a Scientific Breakthrough, I love this card, Staged Incident, Grand Conspiracy. We would win tiebreakers on Shamarki, which I guess I forgot about. So yeah, I mean, but Hundro would have gone to 14 if he had won the combat, right? So, because he would have got 2 from the combat, and he would have won. So we would have lost had Helena not had the juice in her hand. If Helena had the juice in her hand to win the combat, we would have won still, because she would have gone to 13 with an absurd amount of spice, but we would still win with Shamarki. Cool. Very nice. What was the MVP card of this game? Well, Gurney was nice, but not the essential thing. Dissecting Kit, probably, right? Like, this card is so beastly. It gave us 2 Scarabs in addition to trashing a dagger. Or was it Scientific Breakthrough? Okay, Scientific Breakthrough, we probably researched with that 3 times and got a point. I mean, that is a lot of value. That is a lot of value. Like, yeah. Although the last research that we got was just a card draw, but even still, getting this stuff sooner, like the faction bump, the trash, yeah, it does matter. I think it was Scientific Breakthrough, and we'll give a shout out second place to Dissecting Kit. And Kynes was not actually as good as I was expecting. Kynes was fine, but it never appeared with enough persuasion to give us a Spice Must Flow. But yeah, that was the game. Hope you guys enjoy.